So 4-3-3, I think, is the way to go. So let's get into it. Goalkeepers.
I don't know, man. I'd probably just go Martinez just for the sake, because he used to play for Arsenal.
For me, Ederson's probably the keeper.
I would probably take Martinez myself.
I'd go for Emi Martinez.
But yeah, I really do agree with the rest of the lads here, except for Chris. I think Martinez over the course of the season's been much more consistent, really. And so while Ederson's got some traits that are certainly superior and world-class compared to Martinez, I think when you're looking at the overall package, I think Emi Martinez is our guy. So
I'm not ever going to go for Ben Chilwell, so yeah, I'm going to go for Luke Shaw.
But you can't argue with what Shaw's done for United this season, to be honest. So my left back is Luke Shaw.
Obviously, Ben. Nah, just kidding. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. It's not even. It's not close.
No, I actually think Luke Shaw has the edge, and it's probably by a good bit.
in that sense, I think Luke Shaw, I'd agree. He is absolutely my left back of the season as well. All right, so let's get into centre back.
I think the obvious option straight away is Ruben Diaz. Just drop him in right now. Like, let's not debate.
I'm gonna put him in right now. There's no.
I'm
Let's
okay
not
with
right
that.
now.
Ruben
Let's
Diaz
not
is
even-
far away.
Let's not even
I'm
debate.
okay with-
Someone disagree?
Question. No, I said Ben.
No, right centre back, of course. Pop him right in there.
I was like, I don't
I
really
think
quite like
Fofana
that
deserves a
personally.
mention.
For Fofana's one, do you know what? I'd probably go for Fofana. Get that youth in there as well.
I mean,
Fofana's a good shout, a very good shout. You know, he's been excellent for left
I'm
centre back.
surprised no one said John Stones, to be honest.
To be fair, I mean, my pick would have been Harry Maguire out of all of those players, purely because of Manchester United's position within the league table and how many goals have they've conceded. I'd have to say Harry Maguire.
Who chose Maguire?
Me and Z have chosen Maguire.
Oh.
So I think we're going to go with Stones on majority. But Z, I think I agree with
What
you
about
personally.
Wait, who
I
chose
would Saliba. So maybe we'll plop in John Stone. Let's put him left centre back.
I didn't pick Stones.
No, you didn't? I thought you picked-
I said Fofana still.
Yeah, same. I said Fofana.
Oh, did you say Fofana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quiet, man.
Shaw's the only United player I'd put in this team.
Wow. It's controversial, mate.
Basically Fofana and Maguire. Who are you having out of the two?
So get Maguire out of the conversation, right? Put Fofana in.
Okay, so you know what?
I'm happy to not put United players in there. So.
All right, let's put Fofana in. Let's move on to right back.
Cancelo, Foul.
I think a big probably be with Cancelo, wouldn't it?
Cancelo,
that's the
Kufal
option.
maybe, and my right back is Kufal.
I have Cancelo.
I can't believe none of you guys have chosen Reece James. You guys don't think he's been great this season?
Let's get into midfield. So
Look, you can obviously go for Ndidi, but I'm gonna go for Rodri.
Mine's far and away Declan Rice. You've seen the drop off in West Ham since he got injured.
Who I would pick, it would probably be Declan Rice as well.
But because all of you guys have chosen Declan Rice, I don't want to lose again. So, yeah, I'll choose Declan Rice too.
and for me, I always look at a player at their worst and what that impact is on the team. For me, if Rodri or any one of these teams have a bad game, they're not influential in the game. If Declan has a bad game, even on the ball, he's still there or thereabouts on impact. So for me, Declan's in there.
You know what? I'm gonna go Tielemans as a shout.
Tielemans. Okay, I like Tielemans.
I've watched
I do.
Tielemans play a few times, and I think he's always excelled, in my opinion. But it depends on what eights you want. Do you want eight to attack the half spaces, or get goals, or get assists, or what do you want in your eights? It just depends on your systems. But I think, look, I'm still gonna put KDB in there because it's KDB. Come on now.
So you put in KDB and Tielemans.
I'm leaving out, that stat padder from Portugal. All right, you can stay out of my team, bro. Go
Yeah.
stat pad elsewhere.
I think when you look at his play on the pitch, I'd agree. KDB for me is an absolute must. Another one that I do want to throw into the conversation is Gundogan. So, excuse my accent here, but I think he has been probably in midfielders over the course of a season, both in Europe and in the Premier League. Probably had the most impact on a team. So my 2-8s would be Gundogan and KDB. But Chris, do you agree with me?
Gundogan, yes. Gundogan, for me, has been the best midfielder this season. And Man City's player of the year. And I think he carried Man City in terms of goals when De Bruyne Sterling and Aguero were all injured at one point. He carried them for goals. He got like 8 goals and seven goals in like 6 games or something like that in January. So, and he won Player of the Month 2 months in a row. So, for me, the Gundogan is definitely one of them. I don't think De Bruyne deserves to be there because he hasn't been good all season, and he was injured for a period of it. So my other one may have to be that either maybe Foden deserves a shot. I think Mount. I'll put Mount in there. Mount and Gundogan.
Quality when he has displayed it. I think if you're looking at Mount, and if I'm being consistent, I've got to actually maybe backtrack. I think I agree with you, Chris. I may switch my preference here. I think Mount's been phenomenal. He's one of my favorite non-Arsenal players, if I'm being honest with you. What he can do at a 10, at an 8, his versatility and his impact on the team is immense.
To be real, he'd probably be Gundogan and Mount as well.
Bruno won't even be on the bench for me.
Yeah,
Bro, United fans are disliking this video right now. I'm just saying. I'm joking. Yeah, I'll go Jack Grealish. I think.
Yeah.
Look, listen.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to sign him up. If you're watching this video, Jack, you know what I mean. Come over, innit? Come to the ends. Grealish, because he offers you what. He's what you want from a winger, innit? He comes inside, he can come out wide when he's got great dribbling, great ball retention, he gets goals and he gets assists as well. And I think chances created wise, I think he's second despite missing quite a bit of the season. So yeah, I think.
So, Chris, how about you? Are you on board with Jack Grealish?
Yeah, definitely over Son. Son started the season well, to be honest. He's probably the best player in the league. Like the first couple of weeks of the season, he scored like a lot, like 10 goals maybe before 2021 or something. So him and Kane together started the season well, but he fell off a lot in 2021. And Jack Grealish has been carrying his team. And you've seen Villa fell to like maybe 13th, 14th when Jack Grealish got injured. So Jack Grealish is definitely the best for me. But I think Foden deserves a shot.
Done.
I've got Foden because what I would say to everyone on the panel and watching is you have to look at it as a season. And Jack Grealish, as we said before, availability is the best quality. And if you can't be available for 38 games and produce that high output, I think Phil Foden has really had a better season than.
So ultimately, I would actually go for Grealish.
Now, I got to throw in Kane, even though I have this thing where I don't want to even talk about any Spurs players. I do have to give
He's
the
not going to
output.
be there for long,
you know?
innit? So drop him in.
Yeah,
I don't think there's even a debate. Striker.
But we've got goals with Kane. Let's add it with Salah as well.
Salah. Okay, yeah. This was a tough one for me. I've got my own pick. That's clear. But yeah, Salah for me, I think his output too, and Liverpool as a whole, I think
too
he's
high.
suffered from as a team running into an issue without having their
22
progressors.
goals.
But he gets goals, mate. So you can't argue with the output as well.
Well, Salah deserves a mention because he's the only Liverpool attacker. Well, after Jota's injury, he was the only Liverpool attacker scoring goals.
Mm-hmm.
Even without his goals, Liverpool would have been much worse. Now they're in the top 4 shout, but Salah definitely deserves the shout.
Sorry, Curran, what did you say again? I have short-term memory.
Mahrez.
You're Mahrez? Okay, in Europe as well, but if you're looking at the EPL, like we've done for a lot of these players, and with our system, I think Salah deserves his shout. But, lads, this is our team. So, Babs, what are you thinking overall? Let's maybe do just a quick run-through of this. You've got Martinez in goal, Luke Shaw, Fofana, Diaz, and Cancelo as your back line. I think you've got a great midfield here. Gundogan, Rice, and Mount has everything that you want. And that front line, it's got creativity, runners, goals galore. Do you think this is a pretty good representation of the team of the season?
Yeah, no, excluding Pepe, I think it's a great team.
Awesome. Chris, how about you? Do you got any criticism how we got there in the end?
No, that's the team I would have. That's mainly the team I would have chosen. Maybe Ederson instead of Martinez, but Martinez is maybe on par. I think it's a very good team. It's probably arguably the best team you could make.